Today we're going to teach you how to tune your ukulele with a Snark brand tuner. Snark is the most popular brand of tuner. I recommend that you get one if you don't have one, and here is how you use it. All right, so I've got a multi-camera setup for you today so that you can see exactly what I see. Let's bring up our Snark camera here, and pow, there it is. So now you can see this Snark right here. I've got it on right now. Let's turn it off because we're not there yet. We're not there yet. All right. So first thing we want to do is we want to learn how to connect it to our ukulele. The Snark has a screen, little computer circle thing up here, and then it's got a clip. This clip clips onto the headstock of your instrument. If you don't know what the headstock is, then you need to go back to my previous video. So we're going to clip it onto our headstock. But Nick, how do I hook it onto my headstock? How do I know I did it right? So let's look at the back here. So you can hook it anywhere to the headstock that it's not interfering with anything else. So right now you can see it's just on the headstock wood. It's not partially on the tuning pegs like that. It could be here, it could be here, it could be here. Anywhere on the headstock where it is not interfering with anything else besides the headstock. Reason being, this computer is actually going to monitor vibrations that are coming through the wood to tell you if your string is in tune or not. All right, then let's turn this bad boy on. All right, so you can see there. Now, the first note of the ukulele is going to be a G. Okay, so on the screen there, you can see that there's a little bit of red right here. We want to get this red all the way up to the middle there where it will turn green. So if it is on the left side of the middle, that means that your note is a little bit flat, or in other words, it's a little bit too low. We need to raise it up. So if you're raising something up in pitch, you want to tighten it. If you think of a saxophone, the small saxophones, they're always really high in pitch, and then the longer the saxophone gets, the lower in pitch it is. A tenor saxophone or a bari saxophone is a lower pitch than an alto saxophone. It's the same thing with strings. So the longer the string, the lower the note. So this is a little bit too low. We want to tighten that string until it's right to the center. So you can see I used this tuning peg here. Now, if I turn the tuning peg towards the body of the instrument, then it'll go down in pitch. If I turn the tuning peg towards the tip of the headstock here, it'll go up. And then I'm just trying to twist that up until it gets right to the right spot. Awesome. So then that is in tune. That is a G. Our first string is in tune. Pause it now and get your first string up there if you haven't yet. It should sound like this. And then we're going to move on to our second string here. So second string should be a C. It's the same problem on this one. We've got it a little bit too flat. So what are we going to do? We're going to tighten this peg here so that the string gets a little bit shorter and then gets in tune. But Nick, what if it started green like that? Well, then we're going to do the opposite thing. We're going to loosen that string by turning it towards the body until it gets back to that middle. So now we've got two strings in tune. Beautiful. Oh, sounds so good. All right, we've got two more to go. I know that this sounds like it's a little bit hard the first time you do it. You will get used to it because you're going to be tuning your ukulele a lot. And playing the ukulele is going to be a million times better. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say a billion times better if it's in tune. So practice this. This is an important skill to learn. And once you have it down, it's so easy. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments below. But we're going to go on to our next string here. And this string is going to be an E. So we're going to tighten that up a little bit because it was a little flat. Awesome. Now it's perfectly in tune, that E. So now we've got three strings in tune, our top string. Next. Next. And we've got one more string to go. And now this is going to be our first string. The first string is actually on the bottom of the ukulele, towards the bottom of the body at least. So this is the first string. And that is going to be an A. And I'm going to tighten that one up as well. So now that is in tune. That is in tune. So anytime you're playing this note here, and you see, oh, this needs to be an A, but look, it's a little bit flat. It's not on the center. That means you need to tighten it. Tighten that string to make it a little bit higher, because right now it's a little bit flat. Now, if that string was way sharp, then we would need to loosen that string a little bit. So we're going to take that string down a little bit until it reaches its spot. Now we have an entire ukulele in tune. Awesome. Great job, guys. I know that some of this stuff can feel a little bit overwhelming at first, but keep up with it and keep at it and ask questions if you have any. You'll get it. You'll get it. These are just some of these first few lessons where you just kind of go through some of the monotonous stuff, but we're keeping them quick, we're keeping them fast, and we're getting to your first chord in the next video. We'll see you then.